The DVD that we have I've just shared with you is one with a slightly heavier tone to it, energetically speaking. The next DVD, I'll be bringing out a series over the next 12 months or so. There'll be more of them, more often, and more information is coming, and understandings and knowledge and experiences, and it has to do more with the understanding of our ascension, the doorways, and the divine feminine. And these are more of the areas and more of the flavour of what's to come in the DVDs ahead. So, just wanted to share that with you. I wish to leave you with a couple of parting thoughts. One of them is, it's all coming together because it's all falling apart. I love that saying. And I really urge everyone to speak to Mother Earth herself. I share this information to give people a greater perspective and a greater understanding of the processes at hand and the coming processes in the very near future. It's really about creativity, it's about birthing a new life, it's about letting go of the old paradigms, understanding that they need to fall away. They need to, this reality needs to deconstruct. You cannot have enlightenment in a natural environment that still is completely barbaric at times, you know, animals feeding off other animals, plants feeding off other plants, animals feeding off plants. You know, this whole reality is, in its current design, one of consummation. It's all about consuming one another in order to survive. And so it makes perfect sense if you just understand that this level of reality, the ecosystem, the natural environment must go. It's served its purpose. It's for the epoch, for the era that we have been in. That is what was required. For this new era, this new epoch, a new way of life is required, and that is that even the ecosystem in its entirety lives off light energy, and no being consumes any other being in order to survive. And everyone does live in harmony and is in a much broader level of consciousness. So broad, I won't even go into that in this video. That will be a discussion for another time. In order to be able to connect with Mother Earth and have connections like I have, one thing you must be able to do, and I've got a good friend of mine, Vic, who shared with me a statement the other day, and I realised that this is what I actually do. Because a lot of people ask me, well, how can I do this? What do I have to do? Do I have to meditate in a certain way? Do I have to take a certain substance? I can assure you there is no shortcuts to this. You know, I'm hearing all these different substances people are taking, and there is no shortcut. If you are going to take a substance in order to attain a high level of consciousness or enlightenment, you will only go to the top of the fourth dimension. You will not breach that void. So you cannot do it via any external means whatsoever. And what my friend Victor said to me is, be available to yourself. I love that, because that is exactly what I do. It's get George and the mind out the way, and I become available to the greater me. And just be available to yourself. It is really that simple. Simplicity is the key, and we're all capable of doing it. The other parting comment that I would like to share with you is the word together. Essentially, what does that word mean? And in order for all of us to come together, if you break it up into 3 words, it's to get her. So essentially what that means is, to get her means to understand her. In order to bring ourselves together within ourselves, the fragmented aspects of our own beings, to bring all that together. We also need to connect with that feminine aspect which has been divided, which has been tormented for so long within ourselves. So that's another parting comment which I wanted to share, to please think about that, contemplate it, ponder on it, and see how that feels, how it resonates with you. So on behalf of myself and on behalf of Mother Earth, I'd like to wish you all the love in the world, all the love in the universe, in its eternity, and its entirety and its eternity. And I'd love to wish you liberation, symbolising freedom from oppression, freedom from the matrix, and the freedom of the spirit, and fortitude, symbolising our inner fort, our inner castle, our inner strength and our centeredness. Thank you once again. Love, liberation, and fortitude.